So our next 3 videos from today are going to be dedicated to the Mercedes Field Distributor that was used from 1986 to 1993 on certain models. And this is the KE Jetronic system. It uses this little guy, the Electra hydraulic actuator. And this guy, the fuel distributor that is governed using the Electro hydraulic actuator. And this is about where it bolts up, just like that. So the first topic, video number 1, is I'm going to do a little tour through the fuel distributor so you understand what every inlet and outlet on the fuel distributor does. So starting here, we're going to go into the fuel feed. And right here is where the fuel comes in at about 80 psi from the fuel pump or pumps. And then right here is the return. This is where it leaves and goes to the fuel pressure regulator. Remember that fuel pressure is regulated post-delivery, not pre-delivery, so it is regulated after the fuel flows through the fuel distributor. This port right here is a residual pressure port. It not only helps to stabilize fuel pressure inside the fuel distributor by going directly to the fuel pressure regulator, but it also helps to dump residual fuel and to keep pressures from fluctuating and going up and down. So this little guy is very necessary to keep smooth and consistent pressure delivery. Now, right here, when you go in a counterclockwise motion, you have the electrohydraulic actuator. These 2 holes right here are where the fuel goes through, and this is a screw hole and this is a screw hole. Now when you blow into it, one hole is a pressure delivery and the other one goes up through the fuel distributor to the central chamber, which is controlled by this piston, and delivers fuel to these guys. Now, this port right here is for the cold start injector. It is actually directly connected to this supply line. It is not tied into these guys. So as soon as you hit the key, this guy has pressure. Secondly, there's another port in the back here, and this is a test port used when you're checking system pressures. And finally, you have these guys at the top, which are, in this case, this is from a 560 SL. These are the 8 ports that deliver fuel to all of the cylinders individually, and they must deliver the exact same amount of fuel each. The fuel delivery is governed with this piston, which is moved by the airflow meter. And as you can see, it moves in and out. And when you press on it, you can actually feel it expelling pressure. If it ceases to move or it's stuck, then you have a problem. Anyway, to take a quick look at the electrohydraulic actuator, it uses a power supply plug here, and it is actually self-governing. So if you terminate power, it will work on its own. There is an adjustment inside here. This screw can be removed, and below it is a 2mm Allen key that you can use to dial in the fuel pressures on the electrohydraulic actuator. And that's everything for what is involved in a KE fuel distributor. Anyway, thank you for subscribing. Please continue to watch our videos, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I urge you to do so. Send us your questions and enjoy learning about your Mercedes-Benz. Thank you.